Alright, we're back, and we're going to Freedom's Progress to check out these human colony abductions. So let's get going. Shepard escaped attack on the facility along with operatives Taylor and Lawson. Facility destroyed by remote detonation. Salvage teams will ensure no incriminating data survived. Incriminating about what? Per Miranda's recommendation, I'm running security sweeps on other cells to ensure that Wilson was our only mole. It took Miranda's recommendation for you to figure that out? Regardless of the cost, Project Lazarus was a success. Shepard is back. And then I got a lot of nice bonuses here. Every time I get experience, I get a plus 25%. So recruitment mission, you get base of 1,000. I get 1250. Start out with 200,000 credits, 50,000 of all those elements, so that's cool. And got a grenade launcher. 7,500 credits were found during the mission. Then I get various import bonuses.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear, and we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Just keep your eyes open. We're looking for anything that tells us who did this.
Understood, Commander. With luck, we'll find something that was missed at the other colonies.
Then we can find out who's behind it and get some payback.
Yeah, maybe I should have picked the Paragon there might be survivors thing, because Shepard does care about these colonists. That's why she's buying into this whole thing. That, and if it's got something to do with the Reapers, she wants to stop the Reapers. Alright. Okay, Jacob, turn that on. And what gun are you going with? Alright, they got those crappy paladins, or phalanxes. Alright, what can I do with my squad? Okay. You only need 1 point in pole, unless you're going to go all the way up here to area pole. Other than that, 1 point's as good as anything else. These 2 extra seconds in the air ain't going to do you no good. So the main thing I work on with Jacob is getting him up to squad incendiary. That's what I want from him. And for Miranda, the main thing I want from her is to get up to unstable warp, because that has a 9-second cooldown rather than the 12 seconds of standard warp. And we can give her that. And we are now at level 4. We'll get up to level 5. They both get another 2. And then it'll be up to level 7 before they get another 2. So it's not until they get to level 7 that they'll be able to get to rank 4 of my desired powers. Alright. Also, I should note, as far as controlling these guys is concerned, I always use the power wheel, because if I try to use the D-pad, I end up giving them directions instead of getting them to use a power. They end up going someplace else. No, 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 I didn't want you to go over there. I wanted you to use a power. So it's easier for me to just use the power wheel.
Looks like everyone just got off the left right
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Alright. I've gotten my head stomped in here playing on insanity. Because these guys are hard to deal with when they got armor on them. Here we go. Jacob, get over there. And let's see, let's put Miri over there. And let's toss a singularity over there. No, no, don't do that. Forget that, Mary.
Excuse me.
Stalls!
Toss a singularity over.
Hostile forces having it.
Are you dead already, Jacob? Yep, he's dead.
Taking.
Definitely could use some metagel right here. I thought I just metagelled. Yes, I did. Oh. I see.
Impact imminent. Collision proximity warning.
Are they dead? Yes, they're dead. Okay, Jacob, hold that dude.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Alright, like I said, I've gotten my butt handed right here. This is the hardest part. The heavy mech that's coming up, he's easy to deal with. But these guys, they're coming at you from two different directions. It's always so hard. And it's even worse on Insanity. If this was Insanity, I would have died right back then. In fact, let me go save here. Alright. Get another metagel. How come I can't even see him? Go.
Allied force casualty. Allied force casualty.
Crap. I'm gonna die. Thank God for the singularity. These guys, they never miss. They never miss. You come around a corner, they see you, and they hit you instantly. It's unlike Mass Effect 3 where it takes them a few seconds. To zero in on you.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
I don't want to treat Tally like crap, but Shepard's not a fan of having guns pointed at her. Yeah. We'll do it. We'll go this way.
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Fraza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I know Cerberus has a bad past, but they're the only group investigating these missing colonies. The Council turned its back on humanity. I haven't.
Tali, you aren't seriously considering trusting Cerberus?
No, I'm trusting Shepard. And besides, we could use the help. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
If Vitor survived the attack, he may be able to tell us what happened.
That's the hope. We've seen him, but he might not be in the best state to answer questions. He was injured and, nervous around...
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back. Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
And there we go. I believe that's Eritot. Clendigan. Right there. See that rift right there? I think they reused the art. If we can get this cloud to move out of the way. Come on, cloud. Yeah, and there's that crater right there. This is a repeat of Clendigan, I'm pretty sure. All right. Well.
Impact event.
What are you doing, Mary? You're standing on air. Alright, fine. Okay, fine. Alright. I want you here, Jacob. Right there. Just get in that corner right there. Mary, come with me. Mary, come over here. Yeah, that's right.
Going to cover!
Impressive!
Come on. Take out that one, Mary.
I've got it!
I have a feeling Jake is going to buy the farm here. Where did Mary go? I had you...
Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Miri, I told you to be right there, man. Why did you move? I don't get it. I didn't ask you to move. You should just stayed where I told you to. I'll put these guys up here. Put Miri there and Jake over there. Okay, Miri. Miri, you're not cooled down yet? Now she's cool.
Here we go!
You cooled that? No.
They did want to get to Vito first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
What's this hesitation? I don't get it. Alright. I'm gonna need more ammo, so there's a little trick you can do.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Alright. They keep saying this over and over. It's annoying.
Take point, Shepard.
Shush.
We'll cover the door.
Yes, yes, yes. Alright, over there. Over there.
Moving to cover.
Go for it, gang. Alright, and then you have to take cover here.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Alright. Jacob, get over here. You notice he's right behind a collapsible container over there. And Mary, I want you over there. Go. Go. Yes, it will. I'm sure it will, Mary. Get over here.
Right there.
Alright. Take cover right there, Mary.
Try to overload their shields.
Yes, yes, yes. I got it. Alright, now, Mary.
Here we go.
Alright. Go for it, Mary.
Mount that one.
Let's switch over to the pistol. Go for it, Mary.
Mount that one.
Go, Mary, go.
Now let's finish you off.
Mary. Oh, I should have hit him with a singularity. Yeah, should have done that. Mary, pop his ass.
Clear the blast zone!
Alright. Told you this mech is not a problem. All you have to do is head right over there and you're fine. Where is it? What do we got? Okay.
This is valuable.
Heavy weapon.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Okay. This guy doesn't look too good.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide.
If you don't
Mechs
take
will
this
protect. Swarms
interrupt,
coming. Storm
it just
coming.
cycles.
Storm of...
You have to take it.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic, dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it. But it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
Well, as I explained in Mass Effect 1, she's not a jerk. She's ruthless, which means you get in the way of her accomplishing her mission. You can kiss off. It doesn't mean she's a jerk. Although I don't know, maybe I should have told them off for pointing a gun. And she killed Rex for pointing a gun at her. And as far as Vitor is concerned here, well, they didn't know it was collectors before they talked to him. Now they know it's collectors, so his information was helpful. So it didn't make sense to not say thanks. And Tally, our old crew member, wants him to go with her, and Shepard will defer to Tally's desires, and plus they're going to get the Omnitool data. So we're going to go that way.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Maybe I should have taken the don't point your guns at me. Oh well. It would make this dialogue just a tad bit different as well.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
The data from his Omnitool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing it. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
I don't know exactly how she's going to put that. Wish I had a better idea how she's going to put it, whether it would fit with her or not. I mean, I don't feel like telling him off, if that's what it's all about, because I'm like, okay.
Tell me what you know about these collectors.
They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens. and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
The Collectors are definitely a human enemy. But how do we know there's a connection to the Reapers?
Their focus shifted to humanity only after you and the human fleet destroyed Sovereign. The abductions are related, even if the Alliance and the Council refuse to believe it. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Interesting, I think if you don't recruit Rex in Mass Effect 1, you actually get to ask about him right here. Which is why I think it's not a good idea to just not recruit him. And I mean, if you don't want him in Mass Effect 3, kill him. It's much better than trying to recruit him, because otherwise you get all these dialogue glitches where they assume you knew who he was, even though he was never on the team.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara T'Soni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Why can't we trust the Shadow Broker?
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
If you ask him, he's not one of. He is
just
the
like
best.
Old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, records sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
I love this new Normandy. I think it's better looking than the old one.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Collectors confirmed as source of attacks on Freedom Progress. Quarian survivor Vitor returned with Talizora to the migrant fleet. We'll examine his Omni-tool data for anything useful. Heavy weapon ammo upgrade. 20,000 credits, 2,000 iridium. Yeah, the one thing is, I didn't like the way the second pair of engines were slung underneath the Normandy. I like the way all two engines on the same side are on the same strut. I just like that way that looks better. And as far as Joker's concerned, it'd be funny if you had a renegade interrupt to just smack the dude. Of course, he's got Vrolik syndrome. That would be terrible, but he got you killed, man. If the dude hadn't refused to abandon ship, Shepard would have never died.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
I like Yumiri, but in this case, Shepard is like, she's pretty hardcore.
You still don't get it, do you? You're not in charge of this mission. I am.
Operative Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard. Without the Professor, any encounter with the Collectors would result in failure.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Shut that thing down. I don't want it on my ship.
Have I offended?
Shepard spent a great deal of time fighting rogue AI. Geth, mostly. Plus that incident with the Alliance's Hannibal system on Luna.
Your distrust is logical, Shepard, unlike the irrational mistrust of most humans. However, I am no threat to you or anyone else. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
If you didn't do the Luna mission, that line where Miranda talks about the Hannibal system on Luna, she didn't say that line. Let's go this way.
Now that we've established who's in charge, let's move on to these dossiers.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
I should probably just skip through this stuff. If you're watching this, you probably know all of this stuff. Alright. Well, this is a good stopping point. So when we come back, first thing to do is go talk with the crew, and then we have to decide where to go next. The one nice thing about Mass Effect 2, the way the story is set up, it lends itself to doing side quests, because there is nothing you could do until the collectors show up. We can't get through the Omega-4 relays, so we have to wait on the collectors. So while we're waiting on them, you know, you could be doing side quests, recruiting your crew, dealing with all their daddy issues and stuff like that. So this story actually lends itself to actually doing a lot of side quests, unlike Mass Effect 1. Alright, but for now, that's it. Oh, another thing I like about this new Normandy, it's got this stuff over here. I mean, it really didn't make sense before that this was all just empty. On the whole, I really like this Normandy. And of course, they didn't change it very much in Mass Effect 3. It's pretty much the same thing in Mass Effect 3. Except they put a loading screen in between you and Morden's lab. It's like kind of an annoyance. You need a loading screen here. I don't know why you need a loading screen in Mass Effect 3 to get into that back area there, but oh well. What can you do? Alright, until next time, have a nice day.